We have a new arrival date that has just been revealed for the stimulus reconciliation bill now. Will they be able to hit it? Are they going to get stuff done in time? Well, we will see. But you guys, we're hearing that Senator Joe Manchin is saying that he is on board. He's going to be pushing for this. And we also have video footage coming out from Republicans who are concerned that Joe Manchin has sided with the Democrats as they thought that they were going to be passing bipartisan legislation with him, and he could be blocking a lot with the Democratic priorities and agendas. Now, first off, take a look at the headlines coming out: resurrected budget package. No slam dunk as negotiations heat up and they're talking about the Build Back Better bill. We're hearing that they're making progress. It has been cut down significantly. Now we don't have all the details yet. Negotiations are very tight-knit, pretty much just between Manchin and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. But originally, Democrats progressives, they had wanted to see 6 trillion, 7 trillion, 10 trillion in additional spending. They wanted to see monthly recurring checks of $2,000. They wanted to see child tax credits, wiping out student loan debt, unemployment for federal benefits getting extended out. All of these had been cut off, and it's getting narrowed down, and there's not a whole lot of provisions in there. Now, as more information comes out, I'll be sure to let you know, but take a look. Teams are bullish on the climate deal as they weight Manchin and Schumer, and they're talking about Build Back Better. Now we're going to be seeing what unfolds. But as I mentioned, a lot of stuff has been cut out of this, but we're hearing that whatever doesn't make it in there waiting for executive orders and executive actions. And if you missed my last video on it, you might want to check it out from yesterday, as we heard them say, listen, just got all the legislation and all the talks, that and all this other stuff cut right to the checks. We need executive orders for $2,000 stimulus checks, jump right into it. And in that video, I covered for you how they are saying this can be done, the legality of it, that there's actually leftover funds sitting there that can be repurposed and reissued by the president. And it's been done before by former President Donald Trump for unemployment. And he also has suggested doing this for stimulus checks, a second check. But he didn't have to do it because Congress actually got on board and supported him. Now, in addition to that, if you missed my video earlier this morning, you might want to check it out, as we're hearing they are furiously working away Democrats, that is to get things done. President Joe Biden signed an assortment of bills, and we're hearing that this is going to pick up as we get closer to elections, because they're going to want to have a fresh in the minds of voters before they hit the polls that were passing legislation, getting things done. We're here to help you out. And I reported to you yesterday, if you missed that video, you might want to check it out. All of the things that we've been hearing from Manchin saying he is on board. They're going to be passing more stimulus through now. I'm going to share with you the video footage to get you caught up on the latest, and stick around. I'm gonna let you know the actual arrival date that's coming out from these news reports. So let's go ahead and dive right in. And then stick around to the end. I'm going to be revealing to you the arrival date that we're hearing for reconciliation. While the mad President Biden made some bold claims on Twitter yesterday, just like he did on his recent op-ed. The president tweeted this: at the time I took office about 16 months ago, the economy has stalled and COVID was out of control. Today, thanks to the economic plan and the vaccination plan that my administration put into action, America has achieved the most robust recovery in modern history. The most robust recovery in modern history. The tweet comes as gasoline prices reached more than double what they were when Biden took office, and inflation hits 20-year highs. You Democrats are still pushing more spending, trillion of new spending, as Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is expecting to reveal these details of his new Build Back the reconciliation plan today at the Democrat March. Joining me right now is Utah Senator Mark Lee. He is a member of the Judiciary Joint Economic and Energy and Natural Resources Committees. He is also the author of the new book Saving Nine: The Fight Against the Left Oligarchies. plan to pack the Supreme Court and destroy American liberty. Senator, it's great to have you. Congratulations on your book. They're saying one thing that we don't need is this reconciliation package, and I've actually heard of a lot of people vocalize this. They're saying, listen, we've cut out so many provisions that were going to be direct assistance payments to help our people that aren't even included in there. Why are we even passing this? Is this really going to help out with the climate provisions and things like that for people that are struggling with the economy? And they're saying just X it unless you include provisions for people. Let's focus on that. Would this just be a fresh thing in people's minds that more legislation has been passed to help them out with the polls, but it doesn't really help them as much? But let's get to the arrival time of this bill, and we'll see what is unveiled about the details of this bill. So link in the description below to this article that says Democrats are increasingly optimistic about the prospects of a revised reconciliation package with negotiations almost entirely consolidated between Senator Joe Manchin and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. As we had mentioned, the pair have been meeting privately in recent weeks, and Senate Democrats have essentially given them total control over negotiations on the revamped climate and social spending bill. Lawmakers have told N News, and so the reason for that is they just want to get something done. So they're saying, alright, Senator Joe Manchin, you can have all your demands met. Just negotiate with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and get it done. Now they're hopeful that the conversations will bear fruit with less public deal making, and that Manchin and Schumer can skirt the kind of public blow-up that happened last year when Manchin cut off talks on the Build Back Better Act with the White House. Now Senator Schumer and Senator Manchin are keeping this very close to the vest, and I actually think that's a good sign, says Senator Taylor Smith. Now jumping down here it is. Here's the date for you guys. After blowing past their initial Memorial Day target, Democrats are now reviewing the beginning of August recess as the current deadline for the deal, now with the following midterm season likely to put a pin in serious legislation. Senate Finance Chair Ron Wyden, in an interview yesterday, specifically said August 1st would be the important day for striking a deal, so that currently is the new drop dead deadline that they are going to foresaw over the course of the next couple of months. They're going to be assembling this work. We'll likely hear details coming out. We'll hear about the modifications. I'll let you know, but they're saying by August 1st, before the recess, they want to have this all taken care of down packed, and we will know what's in a revised stimulus reconciliation Build Back Better bill. And we're hearing whatever is not included could come up in separate pieces of legislation or through executive orders and actions, which will likely ramp up right before the elections. I'll keep you up to date here on the channel, but you guys, I like this and thank you so much for joining me.